Alright friends, welcome back to Battle Brothers. Yes! Day 500. Damage Inc. So, the last episode you would have watched on YouTube, I would have been at day 350, and I said I wanted to do some offline grinding, which I have done. We've replaced some of the lads. We've still got Levitsmere on this outside flank here. Aegis is now still holding the inside flank there. He needs to be replaced. Caravan also needs to be replaced. We've got Pomulus Tristus, who is okay. Ration needs to be replaced, but my two torturers here are going to be replaced by these lads. We've got decent star distribution. Their backgrounds aren't great, so they aren't going to be super accurate with their melee skill, but I do like their 2 stars in melee defense, and the fact that this is a strong farmhand means he's got plenty of fatigue. Alstier doesn't have the accuracy or the melee defense that I would have wanted, but he's a nice big beefy lad in that armor. And we've got Goliath. Actually, Goliath should be on the outside flank. Goliath doesn't have a lot of fatigue, even with this well-crafted honor. Oh, I should go over the legendaries I've picked up. Well-crafted honor was 259 for 20 fatigue. Put the Lindworm scale on. We bought Marvelous Bassinet with Pfizer, 316 for 18. Great helm. 320 for 16, actually. That's 16. I should swap that out. Squeeze out extra bit of fatigue there. This is the problem with Goliath. He's decent melee skill. His defense is amazing. His hit points is amazing, but all that's missing here was for those three stars to have been in fatigue. Would have made him a totally different lad. We've got 4 archers. We've got Onimaru, we've got Varwolf, we've got Saimon, and Hilderic Trueshot needs to be renamed. Finally, I got myself a hunter superstar that I've been looking for so long. It only took about 400 days, but look at that, a 3-star hunter, 92 accuracy at level 8, and he got stars in fatigue and range defense, and he got tiny and paranoid. You couldn't ask for, a better setup. The only way this could have been better is if these 1-stars were 3 stars. So we got a few names to be added. Coman and Nixus are interesting. So I was expecting Nixus to actually surpass Coman with his resolve, but Nixus actually has less resolve at level 13. But 20, almost 20 less resolve. But we got to make Nixus the number 1 bannerman because I actually misleveled Coman. I didn't give him fancy feet or rotation, so at least Nixus can move away if he gets caught out in melee range. We've still got the 2 polearm users, but they will be replaced by 2 shield breakers eventually. So Bertram and Wilfred will replace Paragon and Ration. Then all we need to do is just keep searching for a replacement for Aegis. We've got 7 hedge knights for the front. We will have our 4 archers here, although technically I should replace Varwolf. He's nice and accurate, but with his weakened heart I worry about his survivability in the hardest fights. Righto. Look at this, we've got 3 coats of plate waiting. I've also started collecting one-handed warhammers again, because with these guys now that have the Lindworm scale, I just give them a shield and a one-handed hammer. Makes them harder to hit, let them go toe-to-toe with the Lindworm, they don't get hit by the acid spray. We've taken down a bunch of Lindworms. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lindworm coatings. And then eventually, as we find more and more and more, we will replace these bone platings with make them lighter attachments. And then eventually, these coats of scales with Lindworm attachments will probably only be used when we specifically are hunting Lindworm. Anyway. Okay, destroy Cruel Stalker's garrison. I think we'll take this on at night. It's crazy how our level 8 guy has a higher ranged accuracy than our level 12. And we can break shields with these lads in the meantime. But just I would say, in the time it's taken me to level up these guys to level 6, they've just been using long axes exclusively and just breaking shields. That has overall been so much better, and it has allowed these guys up front to do so much more work. Just to facilitate them by breaking shields. And it makes me want to replace my polearm guys with dedicated shield breakers. Okay, it's about to go night time. Let's make sure we have at least one antidote. Ah yes, and I've got the 3 Night Owl elixirs I need. Once Hilderic is level 11, we can probably take on the Goblin City, or we can try. With 4 guys that are level 11 as archers. We can give that a try. But first, let's get past these goblins, and of course fighting goblins is just completely AIDS. Oh, and one other thing, I've started replacing the boar spears with fighting spears whenever I can find fighting spears. Still useful. Should we let's use some throwing spears. Why the hell not? It's gonna break some of those nasty little goblins' shields. What do you guys got? Whips, daggers. No, I'm not fighting these fuckers in a bog. Are you kidding me? That's so annoying. There's no bog anywhere near. And it suits them, because of course it does. Now I have to charge forward. "25 of these disgusting little goblins. Just make contact again. Make contact. This is going to mean we're going to have a turn of no damage output on most of my Warhammer guys, but that means that I get up close and personal with these things. It makes it harder for the ambushes to hit me, so I'm fine with that. Waste of a throwing spear because I can't throw it from there. But who cares? I didn't expect to be in contact with their front line on the first turn. So far we've only found one legendary Warhammer. I want some legendary two-handed cleavers. We can get one from the ice cave, but I don't know if we have anyone who can actually beat that guy in the ice cave. Probably my best melee fighter is a Warhammer user, and I don't think a two-handed Warhammer is the weapon to take in fighting that ice cave nerd. Probably one of these lads, Bertram or Wilfred, once they're fully leveled. Also, I've converted 3 or 4 of my lads into cultists, so I'm hoping we'll get the cultist sacrifice event. I'll be gutted to lose any of these guys. Oh, I know they are good. But if it means we get either of those 2 pieces of the Dovcool armor, it's totally worth it. Nasty little goblin fox. Die. If I break the net, then I can't use Dom. Everybody up front, use Indom. Get wrecked. Nerd. 43% chance to hit, that's not really even worth trying. hate goblins. Ugh. Disgusting. I'm glad these frontline skirmishers have mostly... Ouch. Mostly spears and not daggers. Those little daggers with the stab ability is so much worse to deal with. Alright, we're gonna have a big next turn. Big Warhammer hits. Big Great Axe hits. Shatter their morale, I just know it. Ooh, I haven't been stab deaded in a while. Ooh, ration with a casual one-shot. Get killed. Nerd. Drop the dogs. I hate sacrificing dogs, but if it takes a bit of damage off our lads, then it's worth it. Ooh, good shot. Damn it. 38% chance. See, I'm stuck in the swamp though, is the problem. Oh, that's a good cuppa. Twining's English breakfast. Tea choice of gentlemen. A bit of Yorkshire gold is also delicious, but I don't get that out here in SA. Get murdered, nerd. There you go, lads. Fucking get him. Dog killer. Get him! Yes, Pominus. Oh, crunch! Fucking get him. Oh, that's not getting him. It's a pity that Paragon and Russian were given light armor. If only I could have put them into heavy armor, they would have been so much more dangerous. That has been the big screw up of this campaign. Every campaign I make one unforgivable mistake. This one, it is going... believing too much in the power of light armor. Oh well. Kill them all, boys. None of these little fuckers get away from here alive. And yes, I realize my goblin phobia is showing. I'm okay with that. Just for real. Fuck goblins. Nice. Well done, boys. What do we get? Carved ivory iconographs, a signet ring, and a bunch of elf goblin bullshit. Direwolves. I don't need direwolf crafting. Okay, he's rolling level 5 almost every turn. It's crazy. Loads of fatigue. He's got decent range defense. I'm half tempted to make him a throwing specialist, but no, he's going to do so much work with his bow. I think we'll take Berserk because we have Recover. Well done, lads. Well fought. Heater missing. Did we lose a heater in that fight? A what? Yeah, looks like we did. Currently the setup is 4 Warhammers on the outside flanks, 2 Torturers, and 1 Great Axe user. I'm kind of tempted to switch it up to 2 Hammers on the outside, then 2 Axes on the inside there, 2 Torturers and maybe a Dagger user or a Mace user. Let's stay with the Warhammers. That is pretty much what makes Damage Inc. is these Warhammers. How many days of salary do we have? 15 days. I think we stock up on food and we head out into the wilderness. Meet this ambition. They were doing so well, we don't even need the goblin crossbow. Whose rondels is that? Oh yeah, it was these guys at the back, but they already have cleaver mastery, so they're perfectly fine to use those battle whips. Just spare rondels. Hmm. Six days, let's see. 8 more days. $393, it's crazy how cheap this group is. Ooh, a 3 skull, what you got? This. Raid the caravan from Nibelheim. Let's head off into the unexplored and complete this ambition. Find 3 legendary locations. By west. If we can maybe get a delivery out to Feilstein and west. Perfect. Ask and you shall receive. Brigands will get taken care of by a flaming comet. No, they got fucking wrecked. What I need is a... That for 1,000 gold hardly seems worth it. What I wanted was a patrol mission, so I can hit the cities and then come out here, clear out ruins like that. But let's keep finding legendary locations. think as and when we come across undead in ruins that we think we can take on, we should. Good bit of XP for the boys. Aha! Curious shipwreck. What's inside? Expect the stump. Is it real? Tales tell true. Wonderful. We found the goose. Let's go hit this mossy ruins tomorrow. See, the boys are trained. Everything is fully repaired. The boys are spoiling for a fight, I think. That's many necrosavants, that's very doable. I don't actually need the necrosavant crafting material. I've got 2 decent archers, so let's see, 2 whips will just have to be enough. Take on however many ghosts are in there. Lionheart potion. Not available. Yeah, so we've got anti-poison, we've got iron will, we've got bandages. Let's get him. Who has... We need, okay. Yep, definitely ghosts, and probably a necromancer as well. No necro, okay good, that makes it a lot easier. Get this formation right, let's see here, so... Elstier is going to go there. Goliath goes here. Elstier can swing there, and Goliath can swing. Or honestly, let's leave the gap open, see how the spacing works out. Swing, swing. That should be better at protecting the flanks. Let's see, then we have 1, 2, 3 there. Archer, Bannerman, Archer. The Archer will only ever be in contact with 1 enemy. That enemy is in contact with 2 of our lads, plus the Archer. So it should be killed pretty quick. Wait, this has gone wrong. They've got the spacing wrong. Elstier needs to be 1 square down. Well, as it turns out, it could be exactly what I need, because most of these ghosts are going to the north. No, didn't mean to end that turn. Ugh. Right, things are not going well. Just very worrying. Wait until these things come into melee range and then you can use your throwing weapons. I don't want Paragon there per se. At least then he's in range of whipping that ghost. That's the most important thing. Ration, you're a monster. I think back to the times when I had to deal with these fucking ghosts before whips were a thing. Dark times. Those were dark times indeed. Hold. Hold the position. Wait until they hit us like a wave. How close was that? Actually, I'm going to move forward here just because I can do that. Right. Damn it. Okay, so let's see. Can Ration get into whip range of both of these two? I think he can. He goes there, he can whip both of those two. It's a touch scary putting him there, though. Kind of have to. You're a god, Ration. Yes, boys. They're good. Now it's a straight undead fight. But up north here looks a little scary. Ration, I hope, with his dodge ability, with his high melee defense. No! 95 miss. Damage that Aegis. Right down. Oh, 78 missed. 95 missed. Oh, damn it. Hold the formation, boys. Ah, these misses are killing me. A lot of the time, yeah, I'm finding that my archers with their heavy throwing axes are one of the best ways to strip armor, and then everybody else goes to work. But then again, the warhammers should be doing the armor stripping. Well, we'll see if we can replace these heavy throwing axes with heavy javelins. But actually, no, the javelins would be against unarmored targets, and if they're throwing at an unarmored target, then really they should be using the bow, like that. We'll leave it as it is. Exhausted, problem. Oh, yes, I just... Or kill. No! Another 95 miss. Hit. The other light armor just doesn't compare to the survivability of the heavy armor. 73, that's... I was gonna say you don't need to break that guy's armor, but just wasn't enough. Fuck. Oh, dodged all three of our guys, all dodged. Killed one of his own zombies. And boys. Woo. Can't beat a Warhammer. Unless you have a shield, then you can beat it. Yes, boys. Ah! Thwarted by a shield. Russian has done very well holding that northern flank. Should have done that earlier. Broken his shield, I mean. Boom! Nice armor, nerd. I really wish that those two polearm lads that I had just been shield breakers instead. Fuck's sake. What was that chance to hit Ration? I thought his defense is pretty damn good. Bash and 37. It's been two 37s that have hit in a row. Touch unlucky there on Ration. Ah. Well done, boys. Well fought. Oh, you're kidding! We got another well-crafted heraldic helmet. Oh my word. 350 for 15. And that was a 10% chance for a legendary.
And there was much rejoicing.
A heavy bassinet with a movable visor worn over a mail coif. A showy piece befitting a true knight. Stunning. That is an amazing helmet. And it's going to suit, what's that lad on the outside flank here? Where is he? Goliath. And it's 30 more armor, and it weighs even less. It should squeeze out an extra bit of fatigue. $73, $76. See, these lads are actually, like, okay. 75 is even better though. It's better in it. Oh baby. 63, 70. That was wonderful. Let's go find 2 more legendary locations. 26% chance of a legendary. All I got to do is kill some Necro Savants, which actually isn't that hard. Let's see, 25% chance is pretty damn good. Unhold, I don't need unhold skin or bones, I'm good. Let's quickly think about these 2 lads here. You got Bertram and you got Wilfred. I'm kind of hoping that Bertram, when he's fully leveled, might be able to take on that madman. Aegis, but then again, look at Aegis. I mean, light armor, but 42 melee defense and melee skill and reach advantage. He's gonna utterly ruin that madman's armor. But with light armor, I hardly trust him. Of the heavy armor lads, who's got the best defense? 34 on Goliath, and 87 melee skill is... He doesn't have the fatigue though, is the problem. Ooh, Shred. I really want their crafting materials, but 7 of them is too much. It's can't handle 7. Anything more than 3 Shred gets very scary, because it's impossible just to cover all the angles that they can stab you at. And people die so fast against the Shred. Their armor piercing attacks are brutal. Brigands, I'm not that interested. I like fighting Undead. I think Undead are my favorite enemy type to fight. Brigands are a bit annoying. Goblins are just complete aids to have to fight. Orcs are pretty good too. I don't mind fighting orcs. What's up, Evil Lord? Goblins, yuck. And the Witch's Hut, which we're not ready to go yet, just yet, but that's our ambition done, so let's head back into town. Get our next mission. 8.6%, 2 leaders. Like, I'm at the point where there being leaders present isn't really enough to make me want to fight them. I want to see a champion, or the chance of a legendary weapon. So bear in mind, we're still looking for another guy to give heavy armor and a warhammer. What is this? Is this Alps or witches? Whenever we can fight witches, we'll take them on. I actually need Alp crafting materials. Let me finish this patrol. Marksman... Raiders and a leader, yeah. But it is a daytime fight, so let's remain respectful of those marksmen. I kind of feel like these frontline lads, if they're not going to be using kite shields, they could just as well use bucklers, because they are so rarely having to go to shields in these fights. Can our 2 guys outshoot their 4 to 6? Probably. Lads, I'm going to finish this fight and call it a night. I don't know if you guys know, but I had a wisdom tooth extracted on Friday. That's why there's been no stream since Friday, because I've been taking a lot of painkillers, and my painkillers are wearing off now. And it's 2 days now since the operation, but good lord. Pain is a funny thing. But like, tooth pain is just, it's unlike any other kind of pain. When I had my tattoo done, it was 2-3 hour sessions, and I even fell asleep during the first 3-hour session. It's like, it hurts, but you can just zone it out. Whereas tooth pain, whoa, cannot be zoned out. It's just the worst. Shot. So this means now that we don't get to... What wrong? What have I done to Goliath? Give him a fucking warhammer. Ouchie. Well lads, I'm gonna... Well, after I've had this tooth taken out, and then in a few weeks time, because I'm on a mission now to get my teeth fixed properly. I've always hated my teeth. So even now, at the age of 37, I'm going to get braces put in, which I'm so not looking forward to. It's going to look horrible. I'm sure my viewers won't tease me relentlessly for being a metal mouth. But it's something I've always wanted to do. And you know, better late than never. Puts me in mind of that saying, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. Second best time is today. Let's freaking get it done. Art. Can we break any of these shields this turn? 43%. Ah, there you go. That's the beauty of the Great Axe. One shot, even a kite shield. Marksman. Oh, wait, Hildrick doesn't have bow specialization yet. That was quite clever of that marksman then to move out of range. No! It's me giving him the business. Okay, so we didn't need to actually break that guy's shield in the end. I wonder actually if the way to think of it is, if it's a round shield it's worth it, because you can generally one-shot it. These kite shields need 2 hits to destroy. Unless of course you're using a great axe. Dodging, Levitsmere. I'm beginning to think that maybe what I actually wanted in all of my team setups is, like in a 7-man frontline formation, maybe what you want is 2 tanks to sit on the inside flank, like in that position and that position. Shield specialization, axe specialization. They use the one-handed fighting axe. 2 swings from a one-handed fighting axe is going to destroy almost any shield. Just the way that it facilitates your other guys up front. Like in this particular fight it hasn't mattered, but there are so many fights that you have these amazing warhammers just bouncing off a shield. Lol, Goliath with his little dagger. Stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stab. Damn it. I think we will dagger down Vilderick the Ox. Because of that armor. We're not going to use it, but it'll fetch a nice price. Nice. Nice, Nixus. I must say, of all the bannermen I've had in the 1700 hours that I've played, Nixus has some of the best melee skill. Get wrecked! Oh, don't ruin his armor, you fools. So this has been a great axe hit and a great cleaver hit. and that kite shield is still up. Just shows you with shield specialization, you can so tough behind the shield. Look at that. Finally it goes down. Good lord. I need a dagger or to surround him. Ooh. Nice, get wrecked. Right, so I feel like damaging is making good progress. Especially the fact that I've got my archers. Technically I got 3 out of 4. I really should think of releasing or replacing Samon. I mean, he's only got 42 hit points. That's... Kiss that armor goodbye, most likely. Yep, there it goes. Whipped. Naughty raider. That it? That's it. And nothing of note, just some random loot. That's worth more. It's worth more. Nice, we got all 20 heads we need. Okay, let's do some level ups and we'll wrap it up here. And actually I should assign viewer names to these lads. +3 and +3 is pretty good. This fatigue is looking like an issue, but +4 in hit points, I suppose I should take that. At level 7, I suppose Battle Forged. 66 accuracy at level 7 is not good. Well, I mean, he'll get there eventually, but he's going to need loads of levels. I think it'll depend on what his fatigue looks like. I'll decide when we're at level 11. Maybe we get lucky and he rolls 4s. Even then, he would only get up to 80 at level 11. That's not good enough. It's a problem with the farmhand. You get the hit points, you get the fatigue, but if he rolls low on the base melee skill, no good. I think in the next session we will hand out some viewer names. Again, I could have sworn there was another heater. Oh right, hang on. One of these lads, he's already carrying it. That's why. Stobbie, you damn fool. And that reminds me, I should fight some more ancient honor guards. I need to get my hands on at least one more crypt cleaver. Right, good episodes. And that was this week's check-in with the Damage Incorporated. As you can see, we are starting to really start to have... Let's count the legendaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 legendaries. But sadly, no legendary bow. I think if we can find a Fletcher with decent stats, we might actually buy him. I have a little feeling that we might be able to get a second chance at that Fletcher's event. Never know. You know what? Why don't the archers start carrying throwing spears? Because if I need to break a shield, they can do so. Let's try that out for a bit. Just see how that feels. Because that way, with the throwing spear, they can still do the shield breaking job without having to take axe mastery. But of course, clogging up your inventory with throwing axes, you would have to give up the support item and the net. You want them to carry 2 throwing spears. I think for longer engagements, it's not going to be worth it, but we'll give it a try. Okay, friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week Sunday with some more Battle Brothers, although during the week we will be playing Surviving the Aftermath, and we'll be playing Darkest Dungeon, and maybe some Dota as well. Oof. Thanks, friends. See you later.